This conference will now be recorded.
Hello, everybody, and a very good morning to all of you. Thank you so much for waiting, guys. My name is Professor Ajit Vishwakarma, and we will start our today's journey of understanding how to use a very basic tool like Microsoft Excel for doing a lot of data insight and a lot of data analytics. Before I start my session, I quickly want to understand from each one of you, is my audio, video, and my screen, is it all visible? All clear? Yes. Is my audio video? Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. Okay, in case you feel any difficulty during the session, please let me know. And at the same time, in case you get disconnected or I get disconnected, just please wait patiently, join back. Or if I get disconnected for any reason, I'll join back again. So I'll quickly set up the agenda, what we are going to do in this 2 days masterclass session. And what we are going to do here is we are going to understand step by step how data is changing the world and how we as a student can build a career on data based different types of job roles that are available, right? So as far as I'm concerned, I have been told that these students or these packs is from economics and from stats and mathematics, right? Am I audible to everyone? Yeah, I hope I'm audible to everyone. Yes? Okay, okay. In case
Yes, sir.
anyone is facing any challenge, just log off and join back again. The problem would be solved automatically, right? Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. So, guys, I want to start it with my simple expectation setting, and I want to talk about how data is changing the entire world. Right now, we are in something which is called as Industry 4, Industry 4.0, right? This is the new age industry. And this industry talks about how data can be used no matter what field you are from. If you are from computer science, data is important. If you are from economics, data is important. If you are from statistics, data is important. If you are an engineering field, any type, data is the most important key as of today. This journey started from Industry 1, where we were using simple machines. Then it went to Industry 2, where we were using factories. Then it came to Industry 3. Industry 3 focused on computers, using computers to do your job. And now we are in Industry 4 from last 10 to 15 years, where we have to use data in order to get the work done. Why do we need to use data? Why data has suddenly become so important? Data has become so important suddenly because data helps you, number one, get a quality work done, right? Better predictions, better quality of work, better decision making. That is why we need data. Secondly, it saves a lot of time because of AI, because of machine learning, because of data. You are able to do better calculated decisions in less amount of time, which is what industry demands. Secondly, the quality of work has also improved. Lastly, why data has become so important? Because we require less number of people to do big jobs, and that is only possible because of data. So because of these three to four things, data have come into trend because we're able to do quality work in less time and with less number of team members, right? So one of the important tools is Microsoft Excel that we are going to use. Now, the journey of how to use data insights or how to become a data scientist or how to build a career on data starts in three basic steps. But before I talk about those steps, and we will do a lot of hands-on in today's session, all things will be practically done, and I'm pretty sure you will enjoy it. There are certain instructions that you need to follow. Number one instruction is, yeah, for next session, please join on time. Don't sit too close to your computer, at least at a distance of 20. You please sit. Secondly, do not attend this session from mobile phone because there is no point of attending it from mobile phone. Please attend it from your laptops and keep your Microsoft Excel ready, right? In case anyone get disconnected, you or me, please join back in some time. So we require laptop, internet, one email ID, Microsoft 2016 and above. However, my recommendation is you should have Microsoft 2021 or Microsoft Office 365. So 365 might not be available with all of you, but 221 Excel 2021 is something that I expect you guys to have. In case you don't have Microsoft Excel 2021, what shall you do? Don't worry, at the end of today's session, I will tell you how to install Microsoft 2021 free of cost, right? So can you quickly tell me which version of Office you guys are using? Any idea? Which Office, which Microsoft Excel you guys are using? 16, ideally, yeah, 365. I can see 365. Yeah, those who have bought new laptops will have 365 subscription for 1 year at least, right? Uh, if you have 2007, please get rid of it. 2016, 19 is manageable. 21 is best. 21 is best. So at the end of today's session, I'll tell you how to install 21 also, right? Akash has 21. That's wonderful. Okay, in case you guys don't have it, I'll let you know how to install 2021 at the end of the session. All right? Okay. All right. So this is a prerequisite, right? Okay. Now there are two ground rules that I want you guys to follow. We'll start our session in 2 to 3 minutes. Number one ground rule that I want you guys to follow is whenever you are on a long distance train journey and suppose your mobile phone is not working, suppose your internet is not working, right? And you are not feeling sleepy. So what we usually do is we used to talk to people who is sitting next to us, right? We get involved into some kind of conversation. And why do we do it? So that the journey becomes enjoyable. So my sincere request is all the candidates who are here in today's session, please unmute yourself, please turn on your cameras and interact with me as much as possible. You can ask all your simple career related questions or any type of question possibly with me and share your concerns, and I will try to address all your queries and quizzes. Only request is please interact. In these sessions, I will be giving you a lot of tasks and challenges, just like a cricket team. Suppose there is a cricket match, right? If the bowler is not bowling properly, or if the umpire is busy with his girlfriend over a phone call and the batsman is not interested in batting, would you enjoy such type of a match? I don't think so. Nobody would enjoy such type of a match, right? Similarly, this is a group learning session where there would be a lot of tasks, some questions would be asked to you, some challenges, some assignments would be given to you. You may choose to ignore it or not do it or simply keep quiet. Correct? But if you do so, what is going to happen is, yeah, um, all of us will fail, right? This session will become very boring and nobody would enjoy it, right? I hope I'm still audible to everyone. If anyone is facing any challenge, my sincere request is just log off and log in again. That will solve your problem. Okay, that will solve your problem. All right. So two to three very basic, simple ground rule that I want everybody to follow. Now, the objective of this session is two sessions are there. Number one, those who are attending this master class will see how important a tool like Microsoft Excel is. 90% of the industry is still using Microsoft Excel in many different ways to run their operations. If you're from economics, if you're from stats and maths, this session is absolutely relevant for each one of you. Plus, data analytics is a multi-billion dollar industry. One of the highest paying jobs is all about data analytics. And if you're not able to encash it, right, it's very sad. It's very sad. High paying jobs are available. As high as 40 lakh per annum is something that can be targeted, or you can achieve that goal of 30 to 40 lakh rupees per annum with just some effort, right? No matter whether you're from computer science background or not. So that is second thing that each one of you should target and try to get into this particular amazing industry, right? So how we are going to go ahead with this session is we will talk about various different Excel formulas, functions, how to do data manipulation, handling, sorting, and many other things. And then we will have a question answers and a feedback session one by one. Right. So is the agenda clear to all of you? Everybody is clear with the agenda. We'll go from a very basic to a very advanced level. Okay. But before I do so, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Professor Ajit Vishwakarma. I'm a Government of India certified master trainer and a lead assessor. What does a master trainer and a lead assessor mean is, on behalf of Government of India, I train various different organizations, various different defense organizations, government organization, non-government organization, and I help them to solve their business problems, right? So I conduct trainings for CEO, for MD, HR, and all their employees, right? This is what I do. I am a master trainer and I train various different organizations. Sometimes we are also called as OD coaches, organization development coaches. So I go to many different industries and I solve their big problems. They have many problems. They have challenge. They are not growing. Employee problem. Many different types of problems, right? So ideally, there are three problems in any industry. Number one, leadership problem. So leaderships are not able to take better decisions. For example, CEO. There is management problem. People are not able to manage things. And then third problem is a workforce problem. People who are working are not giving their best efforts. So what we do here is we go there and we conduct three types of trainings. We conduct behavioral trainings, right? Because problem could be their behavior. We conduct psychological trainings. Problem could be into their psychology. And at the same time, we conduct a lot of technical trainings. Problem could be into their process, the process that they are following, right? So we go and we fix all those things. In a nutshell, we are also called as life and a career coach. So I'm a senior data scientist and industrial psychologist, and I'm an expert in behavioral, psychological, and technical training. So far, I have an experience of more than 10 years where I have trained more than 5 lakh individual every year. Right now, I'm training many institutions like TCS, IBM, Wipro, Infosys, Microsoft, Google, Ministry of Commerce, Maharashtra Police, Gujarat Police. I even train Indian Army for many of the latest advanced technologies. I am also training Ministry of IT and Electronics and more than 200 plus different companies where I'm training them so that they can improve their process and they can improve their business. In terms of technology, I'm an expert of almost all the latest technologies that you see around, right? Starting from data science to business analytics, data analytics, project management, and obviously the Excel is also a big part of it. And there are many other important technologies that have come up, which are very important, regardless of you're from computer science background or not. Not only that, I can also help you with how to build up a good communication, how to build up your good personality, how to solve problems, how to sell and do marketing, how to enhance your capability of convincing someone, and many other behavioral and psychological related things. So this is also something that I can share my experience with each one of you. If you're starting your journey with basic college and almost completed your graduation, right? So I can help you with a lot of your career related things one by one, right? Thanks. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, let me just mute everyone. Yeah. Thank you so much for that announcement. Right, I'm also a VGTI pass out with the state rank 27. I was 99.4 percentile. I'm also a national level rifle shooter, right? And as of now, I'm mentoring and coaching banks. I'm coaching Indian Army. I'm coaching our Maharashtra Police, Gujarat Police. I'm also coaching top IT companies. I'm coaching top finance companies. I'm coaching top banking companies one by one. In the photographs, you can see these are all $500 billion companies who require my professional skill set in order to improve their work or improve their processes one by one. Now, the reason why I have come here at KC College is simply to help you guys develop a great career in data science. And I know you are from economics, stats, and mathematics. There's a huge career opportunity for each one of you. That is why, upon request, I have come here to help you understand some of the part of the important technologies and how you can build your career in terms of good pay package, good salary with these simple technologies. And one of those is simple Excel. So, number one, if you want to build up your career in data, there are three things you should be an expert of. First thing is you should be a good data engineer, right? You should be a good data engineer. Anybody have any idea what is data engineering deals with? What does data engineering deals with? Even government of India is relying on data science right now for many of their policies. Every industry, whether it is economic, finance, everything is revolving around data as of today. Even the Indian government is relying on everything based on data and data science and related fields. Okay, so we'll talk about data engineering. Data engineering is number one. Before doing any prediction, before doing any decision making, you first need to collect data. Am I right? Pehle to we need data, isn't it? We need data. Now, will you get a very well formatted or a good data on demand or automatically? No, that would not be possible. You might not get a very well formed data very easily. Data could be available in any form and in any source, right? Yeah, it could be available in any form, in any source. So you should know how to extract data from almost any place, right? That is the job of a data engineer. You are required to collect data from various different places, sources, and then should be able to put them into a nice format, right? That is job number one. How to get the data, right? Now, data could be an image, data could be from a website, data could be from a software, it could be in any place or any location. As a data engineer, you should know how to grab those data and put them into a presentable format, right? So this is what we will start in today's session, grabbing data from different sources in some time. All right, just be a little patient. We started a little late, but I'm pretty sure we will catch up very fast with today's session and you will thoroughly enjoy it. One thing I'll tell you is things that I'm going to share with you, you will not find on any YouTube. You will not find on any website. You'll not find it anywhere. That I can guarantee you, right? Because these things are high value training sessions which are not easily available anywhere. Okay, real life case studies. Nobody, nowhere. You'll see in some time these case studies, these data, how data can fetch you multi-million-dollar job. Uh, these all information is not available on any YouTube, right? So please pay attention. The first thing is data engineering, right? Data engineering, collecting data, how to grab data from any sources. Second thing is once I have collected the data might not be in a good format. There must be some missing data, or there must be some data that is corrupted, right? When you are grabbing data from different sources. So somebody needs to analyze it and fix it. Correct? Somebody needs to analyze it and fix it. So next thing that comes is data analytics. Right? Engineer will grab the data, analytics will fix it, it will analyze it, it will see whether there is some data missing, some data is corrupted, whether it's in the correct format or not, right? And then it will put it into a correct format, right? Now once all of these things is done, data is now put up into a good format, then what shall we do with data? Yeah, we need to take certain decisions, we need to develop business upon it, or we need to solve certain problem. So we need to put forward some dashboards, some reports, etc. So that is done by something called as a business analyst, right? Business analyst. So these are the three different roles. Data engineering, collecting the data. See, engineering means building something, innovating something. That's what engineering means. Okay. So I will collect the data and build it. What will data analytics do? Data analytics will make sure that the data is relevant, data is sufficient, data is perfect or proper. That is my second job. Third job is now I have the data. Now what do I do with data? It should make some sense. So I will study the data in various different ways. And by studying the data, I will produce different types of reports. And using those reports, I will take decisions that will affect my company and make money, that can help me grow, that can solve a big problem, like COVID problem of defining red zone, yellow zone was solved using this process only, right? So there are many big businesses which are running fraud deduction, right? Economics people who are there, fraud deduction, stock market manipulation, right? Those who are there in economics, do you guys know that the government of India loses multi-million dollar crore rupees because of stock manipulation? Do you guys know, those who are from economics, have you done that case study, that how stock manipulation, because of stock manipulation the country is bleeding a lot of money? Yeah, yes, that is an interesting case study. So we can solve all those problems using these three different steps. How to grow the economy also, right? Other way around. How to grow the economy. Where should we invest what amount of money so that the economy grows? Which sector require investment? All of those big decisions can be made using these three steps. One, two, three. Is this clear? Is this clear? Can I get a good thumbs up, please? Is this three steps clear? Now we'll see one by one. Now we'll see one by one. Yeah, collectively this is what we call as data science, right? Data science is nothing science that deals with data, right? And why do we need data? To do a lot of prediction and analysis, right? Which industry requires prediction and analysis? Every company, every industry, every company, government, non-government, as of today every organization requires prediction and analysis. All right. Okay, three steps. So now what are we gonna do about these three things? Yeah, we'll do hands-on practice using Excel. So we'll start with data engineering, then we'll move to data analytics, and then we'll get to business analytics one by one. These are the three things that I'll train you in next 6 hours. All right. And then after end of this 6 hours, I'll tell you how to proceed next, one by one, one by one. If you just follow this session is highly, I want to tell you, life changer for those who take it seriously. Ideally, such kind of a session, you'll have to pay lakhs and lakhs of rupees. Then also, you will not get an expert who will actually tell you how become a data scientist or how to develop these types of skill sets, right? We'll do that one by one, step by step, using beautiful real life case studies. Okay, let's start with a simple thing like data engineering. Okay, collecting data from various different resources. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to open up a simple Excel sheet, right? And I would advise that you also open up an Excel sheet, right click, open new Excel sheet. Done. You can do a practice along with me. Okay, no need to just watch things. Do practice along with me. In case you get stuck somewhere, I'll help you. So this is my Excel. This is my Excel. I'll give you 60 seconds. Please open up an Excel sheet for yourself as well. Now, I am using 2020, right? This is my Excel version. This is my Excel version. Microsoft Office Professional Plus 2021. I recommend you to use 2021 because it has got a lot of AI support, which is not there in the previous version. Okay, there's a lot of AI support that is available. In case you don't have it, there's no problem. At the end of today's session, I'll tell you how to install or upgrade yourself to 2021. Okay, if you have 2016, 19, 365, you will be able to do or perform today's lab. Okay, done. Are you all set and ready? Is your Excel sheet open? Yeah, we'll do a simultaneous practice. Yes, just let me know. Give me a heads up once you are ready. Open up an blank Excel sheet. Yeah, open up a blank Excel sheet. Done? All right. All right. All right. Good enough. Good enough. Right? 10 seconds more. Done. So now the question is, where is my data? Where is my data? Is data something that is freely available? Yeah. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. And my data could be in any format, right? My data could be in any format and any place. Okay. So how do I get data from different sources? For that, there is something called as this column called as data, right? I just highlight it here. One, two, three, four, five, sixth. This is the sixth menu option called as data. Yeah, did you spot it? Data. Depending upon your version, this particular thing could be somewhere here left and right. Yeah, data. Did you got the did you got this data? Yes. All right. Now here, now here there is something called as get data. Now I'll tell you why Excel is still the most preferred tool in the industry. Reason being is the amount of flexibility it offers, the amount of customization it offers. Excel even today is one of those tools which has almost everything to do data handling, data manipulation, and prediction and reporting. Right? Definitely, there are some more tools that have come in the market which has become very popular. For example, Power BI, Tableau, SPSS, all of these tools have come up in the market. Have you guys heard these tools? Power BI, Tableau, etc. That this is an important tool. Have you guys heard about it at least? Yeah, yes, you guys have heard about it, right? We'll see those tools also at the end of the session. Don't worry. This training session is a very it's gonna be a series of sessions for each one of you. I'm gonna train you from very zero basics to an advanced level, and you guys can beat any data scientist who has got 4 to 5 years of experience. Yeah, yes, we'll take it up to that level, right? All you need to do is just attend these sessions and do a little bit of practice along. Okay, because I'm gonna give you the industry case studies, and that is one of the best way to train yourself. So Excel is amazing because the amount of flexibility, connectivity, data handling, and data manipulation it provides you. Many other tools are there, but those tools does not gives you that flexibility. Those tools have only a very specific way of operating, right? But those tools also are important. It's not that those tools are not important. Why those tools are important? Because many of the companies are hell bent on using those tools, so you should know. Suppose you go to an industry and they said, okay, I want you to do financial analysis using Power BI. So you should know. Okay, you can do it with Excel also. All right. So here, when you click on get data, there are many sources from which you can get data. Let me quickly tell you from file. So there are many different types of files. What types of file am I talking about? Another Excel sheet. Can I get a data from another Excel sheet? Yes. Can I get data from text file, simple text file? Yes, I can. There are many websites which have data in XML format or JSON format, right? This is data which comes from websites. Okay. This is a different way of just data representation, XML and JSON. What is these things? Nothing. This is a simple type of file, a special variety of file which comes from websites. I can get data from PDF. Now this is amazing. This is amazing. Guys, you have seen that data is many times available in a PDF format, right? There are many times data available in a PDF format. And then nowadays there are a lot of websites where you can do all of conversions. But then why we need to go to any website when there is an inbuilt feature that can grab data from PDF very easily, right? Okay. Now there are many softwares. There are many softwares. There are websites, applications where my data could be. For example, Tally, you guys have heard, right? So my data is there, my financial data is in Tally. So can I extract data from Tally? Yes, I can. My data is there in, for example, SAP, right? SAP, if you guys have heard, these tools are used by the industry. My data could be in some other type of a software. So I can grab my data from other softwares also, right? So here you can see SQL Server is a database which many companies are using. Oracle, IBM, Postgre. These are all SAP HANA. SAP HANA is an amazing product which many of the product-based companies are now using it. Right? This is an ERP system where they plan their resources. So I can grab data from those sources also. Many of the time, my data is there in the cloud. Amazon Web Services, Azure, Microsoft. From there also I can grab it. I can also grab my data from any type of online service or online forms easily, right? So if you can see, I can grab my data from almost everywhere. So what we'll do here is we'll explore some of the data grabbing thing from various different sources and locations. Okay. So first thing what I'm gonna do here is I'll start very simple. Okay. And I'm gonna grab data from an Excel sheet. From another Excel sheet, I'll grab it here. So just allow few seconds, get data from Excel sheet, right? Okay. So here, what I'm gonna do here is let me find an Excel sheet for each one of you. Okay, and then I'll share that data set also. So all the examples that I'm using, I'll share it with you also. Just allow me 10 seconds. Let me find a nice data set for each one of you. All right. 5 seconds more, please. Get data from another Excel sheet. All right. So I have a data set of a company called as Wellspun. You guys have any idea which company is this? Wellspun is one of the biggest textile companies of India. It's a huge company, right? So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna pick up their financial sheet, okay, and I'm gonna do an import, a simple import. Now it will process it. It might take few time. It might take few more seconds. So my Excel sheet is AI enabled. Okay, it is AI enabled. The moment I gave it a data source, it will quickly analyze this data source. Now what I'm gonna do here is, right, this data I will also share it with you. Just give me a second, right, so that you can practice it along with me. All right, and this I'm gonna put it in our group, right? The group which we have created. Posting in your group in 5 seconds, and post it. Yeah, the final sheet is posted in your group. Please let me know if you have received it. Once you have received it, just download it and you can perform this task along with me. Yes, it's there in your WhatsApp group, which all of you, I suppose, you have joined. Done? Once you are done, please let me know. This is gonna get interesting. Yeah, for those who have got bored because we started a little late, don't worry. Just be a little patient. This will get as interesting as possible. And if you have not yet joined the group, the link is there in the chat box. This will become next level interesting. Things that you might not have seen in your life up till now. We'll see. We'll explore those things one by one. Right? Day one is beginners. Day two, we will go to an advanced level. And then after day two, also, we'll tell you what needs to be done later on to build up a multi-million dollar career in data. Done? Did you receive the Excel sheet? Just download those Excel sheet. Click on Get Data File from Excel Workbook. Yeah, I'll do it slowly. Go to Data. Yeah, find the data option. Click on Get Data from File Excel Workbook. Yeah, and then you find wherever your file is. Okay, so my file is somewhere here. Yeah, this is where I have saved it. Financial sheet. There's a question coming in the chat box. Will Excel Online work as well? Considering, yeah, Excel Online will work, but there are many features that will not be there in Excel uh, Online, right? So as of today, you can go ahead. There is no problem. Okay, there is no problem. And at the end of the session 2021 subscription, I'll let you know how to install it. All right. Yes. There is this with Excel Online, there are a lot of things that are not available. Plus, when you talk about Excel Online, so the Excel is running on your browser, correct? It is running on your browser. So browser can only use some limited amount of RAM. When I have a dedicated app or I have a dedicated Excel installed, I can process millions of data, right? So there is limitation of RAM and there is limitation of some features that are not available on online, and vice versa. There are some features that are available only on online which is not available on offline, right? For example, extract or get data from images. That feature to get data from images, suppose you click photo from somewhere, right? That data also you can grab, but that thing is only available on Microsoft 365 online subscription. So, but overall, desktop version desktop version is good. Import, click on import. Based on how rich you are, if you are very rich, that means you have 16 GB RAM, 32 GB RAM, it will load very fast. If you are little poor, you are having 4 GB RAM, 8 GB RAM, so it will take some time. So once I selected my data set, it automatically recognized how many different types of Excel are there. Yeah, how many different types of Excel are there? How many different types of data sets are available? Right? Can you see there are three types of data set that is available within the Excel sheet that I have tried to import here. Yeah, within the type of data that I have imported here. Right? So I need to select this second data set, which is called as cookie sales. So I'm importing a data which is a data which says which type of cookie has been sold in which type of a country, right? Which type of a country. And then there is revenue, cost per cookie, how much was the profit, which month and which year. This is a simple data set. This is the second data set. Okay, this second data set, called as cookie data set, cookie sales. Select that and then click on transform. Do not click on, then click on transform. Do not click on load. Yeah. So you have to select cookie set and then click on transform data. Right? There are multiple data that is available in that Excel sheet. Done. Yeah, I'll wait. I'll wait for you. Click on transform data set. First select cookie set. Second click on transform data set. All right. Okay. So it's not allowing me to get the data. So is it showing you that the data set is blocked on the top, or there is a yellow strip that is coming on the top asking you to edit it or to open it? Sometimes because you have downloaded the sheet from internet, your Excel might block it. Yeah, your Excel might block it. So just see on the top if it is asking you that it is from an external source, would you like to allow it or not? So you need to allow it in case your Excel is blocking it. Yeah, just give it a try. Just give it a try. Yeah. Or else, you guys are allowed to share your screen also. Done? Is this done? Click on transform data. Yeah, we'll take it slowly. We'll take it slowly. See, now it is evaluating. It is evaluating. It is evaluating my cookie sales data. Data, get data, cookie sales, transform. And it's opening up and it's opening up and it opened up. Yeah, transform data. Now this is what we call as an AI enabled editor called as Power Query Editor. Power Query Editor is a very powerful tool. See, now I imported the data. What are the chances that my data is corrupted or it's not in a good format? Very high. So this is where I fix my data, right? Using this tool, I can fix my data. So I will first do data engineering, collecting the data. Then I will try to fix is if there is any problem in my data. That can be done using this Power Query, right? So all of you, have you reached to this step? Yeah, just let me know. If I'm going too fast, let me know. If I'm going a little slow, just bear with me because we don't want to leave anybody behind, right? Not everybody would be tech savvy, so they must be a little behind. So we'll take it slowly. Okay, all right. So Amanda, is your data set now allowing you to import it? Would you like to share your screen? Do you need my help? Yeah, do you need my help? Yeah. So if you want, you can share your screen. I can help you. Yeah, that also you guys can do. Wonderful. From files, get data from files. Oh, so this is, I think you'll have to restart your PC once and then come back. This is a problem of Excel, I suppose. Yeah, just try again. Yeah, you might have to restart. So you see that first button was there, send a request. Yeah, that first button when you are trying to import. You click on that, your Excel will restart, and then you will be able to do it. Yeah, so that's a very simple problem. The first button was there, right? When you try to do it, click on that first button. Your Excel will close and it will restart, and then your problem will be automatically solved. Yeah, we'll wait for you for some time. 60 seconds, we'll wait for you. Just give it a try. All right. Those who have done it, this is my data. Okay, this is my data. Now, very simple thing is when we are collecting data from some sources, your data might not be imported properly, or it might not be into the format that you are expecting. So what Excel does is it allows you to manipulate the data. What type of manipulation is allowed? Okay, so I'll show you all the options that type of manipulation is allowed. Okay, number one, I only want top 100%, top 10 data, top 20 data. Okay, so I can reduce the data set, right? When you say top rows, click on top rows, right? So it will, so how many number of rows you want? So I want to deal with only top 100 columns or 100 rows, top 100 data. So I can trim it. Okay, I will not trim it because I need the complete data set here. So I can trim the data one by one. I want bottom 100 rows, so I can reduce it accordingly. I only want to keep duplicate data, so I can do that also. I only want to keep the data which has got some issue, so I can trim the data in any way possible, right? Or I can remove the data as and when required. This is number one thing. Number two thing is, out of all the columns that are available, see, this is row and this is column. Let me first clear that problem. Okay, this is row. Okay, this is row, and this is called as column. Okay, this is called as column and row. Okay, all right. Now I might not require all the column, or all the column might not be required. So usually what we do here is we do data cleaning, and then there are certain columns that makes no sense to me. For example, month number, right? Month number makes no sense to me. I don't want month number. That data is irrelevant. So in data engineering, we always remove unwanted data which are of no use. Right? So I'm going to remove one of the column just for the demonstration purpose. I have country, I have the product. Product is my cookie, various different types of cookie. How many units have been sold? How much revenue was generated? Cost per cookie, total revenue, cost, profit. All these things are there with me, right? Month number I don't want. Month name is there, which is enough for me. So I'll remove it. Yeah, so the data set is removed from here. Done, right? Okay. So can you see here on the right hand side? Yeah, here on the right hand side, there is called as step applied. Every operation that you're doing here is getting saved here. Source, navigation, header, change type, remove column. So you can undo anything at any given point of time. You're doing so many operations. Imagine some operation you have done and you have done some mistake. So you can undo it. All the steps you have performed will be shown here. Okay. I can remove columns. I can choose what rows I want. Now I can also split a column into different parts. So imagine, for example, here your product is there. So can you see there is chocolate and chip? Imagine if there was a name, right? Name Ajit Vishwakarma, and you want to split it. You want to split first name, last name. So here, if you want to split the product detail, right? So I can split it. I can split the column into two parts. Sometimes data is combined. Yes. All right, definitely. I'll show you how I removed it. So here, choose column. So ideally, when we are doing any kind of data analysis or data prediction, first thing, we are into data engineering phase right now, correct? I collected a data. Now the data might not be into correct format. So I'm transforming it. I'm applying a lot of different cleaning processing into it so that my data becomes a meaningful data. Right? When you are grabbing data, data might not be meaningful for you. So what I did was choose column. Here you take a call which columns or which fields are important for you and which makes no sense. Remove it. Serial numbers, we never want serial numbers, right? So we always remove serial numbers, right? Here my month number, I don't want it, so I'm removing my month number also. Okay. Date is okay. In fact, I don't want month name also, I don't want year also, because I have date. See, once you have date, so automatically you have month and year, all those things, correct? Isn't it? So these data are duplicacy and it makes no sense. It will just increase the size of my data, so I'll remove those things which are not required. Okay, so here month name you can remove it. Just click on it and click OK. Done. Done. So that data was at the end and it will get removed. Now split column. If this data is there and there are 2 to 3 data in one column, happens many of the time. State comma country. So here my country is, country is written in one place. Sometimes, state and country is written in the same column. It could happen, right? Maharashtra, it could be written, right? Mumbai comma Maharashtra in the same column, correct? Is that a possibility? It is a possibility. It is a possibility that 2 to 3 data are combined and they are put into one column. Now, how do I split those data? We can do it by using split column. So here, most of my columns have single data, so there is no possibility of splitting it. But here, can you see the product chocolate chip? Now here there is two data. So I might want to, it is not required here in this data set, but in case if I require, I can split the data. I gave you 2 to 3 examples also. For example, first name, last name, right? I want to split it. I want to remove first name and I want to remove last name. For example, state and city and state. Sometimes here Mumbai, comma, Maharashtra would be written. So I want to remove state and I want to remove the city. So that can be done using split column. So if I click here, now Excel will ask me how do you want to split the data? There has to be some pattern, some logic using which it will split it. So split it by some delimiter. What is a delimiter? Delimiter is kind of a separator. Yes. Dhruv, any doubts? If in case anyone has any doubts, just let me know. Okay, I'm in no hurry and I would go into detail one by
Sir,
one and yes, Dhruv.
sir, could that split column operation be applied to the date to separate that into day, month, year?
Okay. So ideally, there are a lot of different formula. Date is a very special thing. So there are formulas to separate date, time, and year, all those things, right? So we will talk about how to manipulate date and time. There are special formulas for these things, right? Splitting column will not, you will not be able to split it like this. So for example, this date is there. Yeah. Here date is considered as one single data. So it will not be possible to split it using splitting column. But but Excel has got various different special functions to handle date and time, which we will see later on. All right, Dhruv, clear? So for Excel, date and
Yes, sir.
time is one day.
Yes,
For
sir.
Excel, date and time is one value. Okay. Split column is when there are multiple values in a column. That being said, how do I manipulate my date and time? I would want my year differently, month differently, time differently, and there are many operations. So for that very purpose, there are special functions that are available in Excel where I can manipulate my date in many different ways. So date and time is a special case, yeah, which we'll see how to manipulate date in various different ways. Usually in industry, what type of date manipulation we do? We want to calculate from today to after 15, suppose today and 31st December, how many working days are there, how many holidays are there, how many working hours are there, considering there is 8 hours per day you have to work, considering Saturday and Sunday is a holiday. So all those amazing manipulations can be done by simple date functions, which we'll see today. All right, thank you, Dhruv. Wonderful question. Okay, so I'm gonna split this now. Split by number of characters. If you want to split it from left, and after exactly 5 characters it should split, so you can use this option. By position, do you want to split lowercase and uppercase? Do you want to split or remove digits and non-digits? Sometimes data will have digits and non-digits, both the things. For example, pin code and state, right? Maharashtra and then dash and then pin code is there 400005, right? Number and alphabet, both the things are there. So I can split it. So there are various different ways in which you can split the data. Just have a look at the data and use the appropriate option. One of the best way of splitting the data is using the separator. So here these two data are separated by a space, correct? So what I'm going to do here is by delimiter or by a separator. Yeah, by a separator. Firstly, by default, my Excel will identify if there is a separator. So here space is the separator. Separator can also be a comma. Sometimes it could be Mumbai, comma Maharashtra. So comma is the separator. So I can select accordingly, semicolon, tab, or if there is any customized or any other separator. Yeah, separator. So here, what is the separator? A space is the separator. Yeah, if you can see, chocolate and chip, they are all separated by a space. So choose your separator. Yeah. So I'll do a OK. See, can you see automatically split into two parts? Product one, product two. Chocolate is different, chip is different. So I can split my column also, because many of the time, for example, address will have all the junk in same column, and I would like to split it. All right. So this split can be done. See, splitting that multiple different ways. You have to choose whichever way will solve your problem. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna undo this step. I'm gonna undo this step. So I went ahead 3 steps and I have undo it because I don't want to split it, but I have demonstrated you how to split it. Okay. Similarly, I can group the data, right? So for example, all the data that I want to see the country, Canada data, every cookie that has been sold only at Canada. So can you see Canada, 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 this cookie was sold in this month and date. So I can group the data also. I will not do it because grouping data is something that I want to see later on. Okay. Now my data type, a data can be of many types. This is a simple text data. Okay, this is simple text data. Because this is a simple text data, here ABC is written. I hope you can see ABC is written here. This means it is a text data, right? Only characters. Here can you see 1.2 is written. Yeah, 1.2. 1.2 means this is a decimal type of a data. Yeah, 1.2. Can you see 1.2? This is decimal number. So I can click here and change the data type. So why do you want to change data type? Yeah, because you have to tell Excel. First of all, Excel will automatically understand what type of data it is. whether it is a date data, whether it's a time data, whether it is a percentage, whether it is a decimal number, whether it is a currency, it will automatically try to understand. But many of the time it fails to understand. So you need to tell Excel which type of data it is. Why? Why? See, this you can make it as character also, this you can make it as number also, right? It is up to you. The reason why we need to fix it is, if I convert this as characters, if I say this is a character, so 292 will become a character for Excel. And then if I do some operations like I want to add something to 292, it will find it very difficult to add it because it is not a number now, right? So I need to fix the data type also in case it is not proper. So this is proper, this has to be decimal, this is number, so this is number 123 means number, 1.2 means decimal, this is also proper. Okay. Here the revenue, so revenue is paisa, it is money. So I want to convert this into currency. Yes, now this has become currency for me. So you need to change the data type also when and where required. So this has become currency. Can you see when it has become currency? There is two zeros, two decimals, and comma. So whenever it is currency, it becomes a set of three digits. So it will not be 1460. It will become 1,460. So this is a currency. So changing the data type. Right? This is also, as a data engineer, you need to fix it. So what are we doing here? Again, repeating the step. We are simply trying to collect the data and fix it. Up till now, we are not doing any prediction or decision making. We are simply collecting the data and trying to fix it. Okay. Then the next step will come, data analytics, putting into a good format. Then next thing will come into business analytics, taking decisions, which will come after some time. Okay. Firstly, know how to collect data. Data engineering is a little hard work, and that is why data engineering is also one of the highest paying jobs. As an economist, as a stats and maths students, you might be required to collect data. See, if you don't collect data only, what decision your CEO will take? They will not be able to take any decisions, right? Yeah. I just repeat the step again. So all my data type were perfect except my revenue. My revenue should be currency. So I selected here. When I selected this column, it became green. Click here on data type and then change it to currency. Or this is one way. Second way of doing it is, here before the revenue, the data type is mentioned. Click here, select the appropriate data type. Do you want to make it as a text? Yeah, so this will become text. Yeah, click on insert if it shows you. See, this has become text. This is no longer a currency, it is a text. Simple characters it has become now. Now this will be a problem for me later on when I will try to put some formulas and try to do some calculations, because Excel will treat it as a text. So this should be currency. So I will change it to currency. Two ways of doing it. Select the column. Either from here you select the currency, or here ABC is written. Click here and change it to currency. Both the ways. Any way is fine. In case it asks you, do you want to insert? Yeah, click insert. Replace current. Yeah, converted again back to currency. Done. Is this step done? Mm-hmm. All right. I hope this step is done. Now let's have a look at this data set. So suppose there is a simple case study for each one of you, and I want you to use your common sense and try to address this query. Suppose the country Canada. Okay, so we see Canada here. So imagine 2023, Canada has a sale of, say, $12,000. Yeah, imagine, just imagine. Or we'll say units sold. Suppose Canada has sold 5,000 units. Okay, now we have Mexico, right? We have Mexico. Okay, Mexico in year 2023 has sold 2,000 units. All right, I'm going to ask you a question now. Use your common sense and reply to it. These two countries are there. So, which country is performing better? Which country is performing better? And this decision you have to take. Which country is performing better? Because now you are the managing director. Imagine I promoted you to a chief analyst. You are the chief analyst. As an economist, I have hired you. You have a good sense of economy, a good sense of stats and maths. I have hired you, and you are looking at my financial sheet, and you will be taking a lot of decisions uh, for my company, right? And so whichever country is not performing good, we'll be investing some money into it. Okay, we'll give them more fund, or we'll fix the problem. So which country is not performing good here? Canada or Mexico? So we'll invest some money and we'll boost its sale. Yeah, I've changed the question. So which country is not performing good here? Where we will invest some money. Yeah, or maybe we'll close the operations because it is not performing good. Yes, Mexico or Canada? I've changed the question. Which country is having poor sales? So either we will stop the operations, or or we will do something about it. Yeah. Yes. So by looking at this data, you might say that Mexico is performing poor and Canada is performing good. Am I right? Yes, that's what you will commonly think. What if I say that your decision is biased and incomplete? If I say if I say Canada has a population of if I say Canada has a population of 2 crores, okay, I'm just giving you an arbitrary amount, okay. Actual population could be different. Imagine, okay, let me get rid of these things. Imagine Canada has a population of 2 crores and Mexico has a population of, so what I'm going to do here is, so I'll make it 5 crore. Okay, this is their population. And Mexico population is 1 crore. Now, again, I'll repeat the question. Which country is performing poor? Is it still Mexico? This is still Mexico. Now, now you will change your answers. Yes, Dhruv. Yes, Dhruv.
Sir,
Very question.
sir, it will depend on what we are looking for, right?
We are looking for simple sales. So I've
But
put the
like
data.
sales per capita or just total sales?
Total sales, I would say. Okay, total sales. Total sales for a particular year. Yeah, total sales in that country for a particular year. So I believe now your answer have changed. Suddenly from Mexico, it has become Canada, right? So understand this, whatever sales you are making, right? So imagine a country has 100 people and 100 people are buying your products, right? But there is a country where there are 1,000 people and 200 people are buying your product. So I'm not performing good in the country where 200 people are buying my products because there are my sales conversion is just 20%, whereas in other scenario my sales conversion is 100%. So I need to fix the problem in the country where my sales is less compared to its population, right? That means I'm not popular here. In Mexico I'm quite popular, but not in Canada, even though my sales figure are big, right? So population has a direct impact on your company's revenue and performance, right? Am I right? The population makes a lot of sense. Similarly, there are many factors. Population is just one of them. There are many factors, right? The GDP, the economy, then what is the average salary of uh, individual in that country. There are many factors which we need to consider before taking a decision for the organization. Do you agree with me? Do you agree with me? Yes, yeah, definitely, definitely. Now, I want to know what is the population of Canada. Is that data here with me? Now I want to understand what is the population of Canada so that I can take decisions. But is that data available here with me? Is it available here with me? No, it's not there. It's not there. So now what should I do? What should I do? Yeah,
Get data.
we will get data. But where is my world population data? So now I need world population data. Okay. So for world population data, I can get it from anywhere. World population data is freely available. Just type world population data. Yes, Wikipedia has it. Yeah, can you see? World and its population data. Correct? It's not in only top ranking. Yeah. So what we'll do here is we'll grab it from somewhere. We'll see who has it and we'll grab it from there. Mhm. Yeah, here. List of countries and dependencies by population. Right? See, here do we have world population data? All updated, latest. This is all updated data. Somebody has put up effort and updated all the data here, all the countries' data. Right? Close to 180 countries are there. Okay. Then there are many countries who are not recognized, but close to 180 countries are there in the world. Right? This all data is there. Now I want this data in my, where do I want it? I want it here. Correct? How will I do it? Copy paste. Start typing it. No, no. There are there are two ways of doing it. There are two ways of doing it. First thing is, if you want to grab data from any website, yeah, any website, there is an amazing add-on called as table capture. Yeah, called as table capture. I'll tell you how to. First, let me demonstrate you, then I'll tell you how to use it. Okay. Launch workshop. Mhm. Copy data to clipboard. Let me minimize all of these things. Put it into an Excel. There are 2 to 3 ways of doing it. Just observe how I am capturing data. I'm opening up another Excel sheet. Allow me a few seconds. So there are many case studies that I'll tell you, and it will go on a little advanced step also. So we had done a similar workshop, uh, I think 1 or 1.5 months before. If anybody is from that workshop, just a quick announcement for each one of you. The final part of your training will commence possibly by this week end itself. If somebody from previous program is there in today's audience, right? Allow me a minute. Give me a second. Give me another second, please. Yeah. So what I did here was, this is an add-on which I'll tell you how to install. But just have a look. Can you see it automatically captured this data? It is in orange color now. Click on copy it. I opened up another blank Excel sheet. Right click, paste. So can you see the complete data set? Here, the complete data is here. If you see this hash 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 coming up, that means there's a lot of data and the column size is small. Okay, if this type of an error comes, hash hash hash, that means data is too long enough for this column size. So what should I do here? Just increase the size. Yeah, see, hash problem gone. See, all the data captured. So you can grab any data from any website just like this. Easy. So how did I do it? I'll tell you. Okay. All you need to do is go to Chrome Web Store. Just search Chrome Web Store. First link, Chrome Web Store. First link. Capturing any data from any website on earth in few microseconds. Yeah. You come here, Chrome Web Store, search table capture. Table capture. Okay. Now here the first one, this table capture. Click on it. Table capture. georgemike.com. See, can you see more than 1 lakh users are using this tool? It's an amazing tool. And then click on add to Chrome. Yeah, I've already added, so it is showing remove. You will be able to add it. Let me remove it for you. Okay, I removed it. Yeah, now again, same page. If you want, you can go to this directly also. This should be the link. This should be the link. Yeah, this is the direct link I'm pasting in your chat box. Or simply go to Google, search Chrome Web Store. Yeah, Chrome Web Store is like your Google Play Store. There you search table capture. Make sure it is georgemike.com. Click on add to Chrome. Add extension. And just like that, in few seconds, it's added. Yeah, in few seconds, it's added. Done. Done. Yeah, please do this. I'll wait for some time. Please complete this step. I'll wait for some time. Yeah, just like that. It is done. Once it's done, any website, any website which has data, you can capture it like this. Yes, just let me know when you are done installing table capture. Table capture. When you are done, just let me know. Till the time, let me set up my demonstration. So this data that I have captured, you can then paste it anywhere you want. So here my all world population data is available. Then just let me know when you are done. So I'll show you some more examples. For example, this is Government of India, Ministry of Health and Welfare, right? So it says which all institute, which all institute are under Medical Council Committee, right? So I would say all. So this is into Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. This data is with them. You don't have this data. So how do you extract this data? Yeah, so this is the complete data. How many colleges? Yeah, many. Yes, many colleges, many institutions. Click on all. 6,000. Okay, we have 1,500. Some colleges. These seems to be medical hospitals. These are the medical hospitals under Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, right? Now this data you want in case you want to do some study. Right click, capture, yeah, launch workshop. Workshop is here. 1,505 columns, rows and 5 columns. Yes. First option is copy it. Click on copy. Copied. Come here. I open up a new sheet. Right click and paste. Yeah, the complete database of Ministry of Health is now with me. Yeah, can you see? All institute, everything is there with me now. in just few seconds. Done. Done. Now, there are a lot of problem with this data. But then see, now what is the problem with this data? The problem with this data is I don't know how many states. See, the problem with this data is, which I just captured, is it is very difficult for me to find out in Maharashtra how many such hospitals are there, because the data is mixed up. Yes. So I need to do something about it, which we'll see how we can do it. Okay. Done. Table capture done and installed in your Chrome browser. You need to do in your Chrome browser. Shall I move ahead? Yes. Shall I move ahead? All right. All right. A quick recap. A quick recap. Data. Get data. So I picked up a data from. I'm repeating the entire step that we have performed up till now. So what we did, we picked up a data from financial sheet. Yeah, data, get data from Excel. I'm repeating those steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cookie data. I selected the cookie data and I clicked on transform. Here is my Power Query editor. Yes. And then this Power Query editor, I just removed the columns that I don't want. So I do not want the month, yeah, month number, etc. So I just removed it. Okay. Also, my revenue is not in a currency format. So I'll click here, change it into a currency format. I applied few operations, and this data does not talks about what population is there. Okay, what population is there? But I have the data now here on this website, and I have also extracted the data in this Excel sheet also, right? In this Excel sheet also I have extracted the data. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do here is, see, now that data is there separately somewhere else. I want to merge that data with this data set. Correct? Then only it will make sense. There is no point of keeping data, two separate data. You have to bring them together and compare it. Right? That is a challenge for us. So how do we do it? How do we do it? So here, can you see something called as new source? Yes, can you see new source? Yes, this one, this one here, new source. Are you able to locate it? New source. Okay. Now, what I'm gonna do here is I'll go to other source and web. New source, clicking on new source, other source, web. Done. New source, other source, web. And I'm gonna click on web. New source, other source, web. Now it is asking me, can you give the URL or the link of the website from where you want the data? So where is my data? This is another way that I'm discussing. How to extract directly from the website, any website, any website. Copy it. This is the link, right? Copy it. Come to your Excel, paste it. Hmm? Click on OK. Now it is asking you, do you want to connect to this website? Yes, I want to connect. Connecting, connecting, connecting. How to extract data directly from somebody's website? Yes, we can do that also. Okay, see the now AI is working. AI is doing its magic. See, this is why I said go for version 2019, 21 or 365 because it is AI enabled. Yeah, it is AI enabled. Yeah, again, can you see it connected to the website and it is showing three different data set. First one is blank, it has nothing. Third one is, yeah, it has something, but it is not meaningful for me. Yeah. How about second one? Second one is everything for me. Can you see this? Yes, can you see this? Now click on OK. Please complete this step and let me know if there is any problem that you are facing. Now we are collecting data from website directly. First we connected to a local data source. Now we are connected to an online data source. For public website we are connecting. Similarly, we can connect to many different websites and grab data from there. Many people publish a lot of data. So you want to study insurance policies, there is data available. You want to study
Sir,
stock
will it
market.
auto update?
Yes, it will not auto update. Okay, it will not auto update. So you'll have to again extract the data, right? So if you want to again do that study, you have to again extract the data and update it. But that is barely any step. You can always do it. Okay. Then you need to click on connect. It will do its magic. And can you see here on the left hand side? First, I only had cookie sales data. Now at the bottom of it, I also have my country data, which I extracted from Wikipedia. Right? So I have two data source now. Yeah. So this is called as source. So I can collect data from multiple sources. Right? And then I need to combine them also. We have not yet combined it. Okay, we have not yet combined it. Hmm. Done. We'll complete this step and we'll take a 5 minutes break. Okay, let's complete this step first. All right. So now here there is a lot of data that I don't want. Now here I want you to do it. Can you tell me which all data are meaningless here? Serial number. Do we need serial number? Choose columns. Do we need this serial number? Is it important for us? Does it make any sense? No, we don't want it. Right?
So percentage of world and so
Percentage of
source possibly.
this and what is this two? We'll see what this two is also there. I don't know what is this two. Two is also nothing. It's a dummy thing that I've captured. Null, right? So I don't want these data. This data makes no sense. Ideally, I don't want data also, to be honest. I just want this. Am I right? This is what I want. Okay. Now here country is ABC. That means it is text. Fine. Population is also text. That is a problem. This should be a number. Right? So I'm converting this into a number. Converting this into a number. And this column is repetition. After this particular row is a problem. So I want to remove it. So here remove error. Removed. Now my data seems okay. So see how many operations I did. Connected to the source, navigated to the source, changed type, removed some columns, changed one more type and removed error. Can you perform these steps? And your data should look like this. Yeah, so this is what data engineering is. Now it goes to, see, this is very simple engineering.
So
There
what
are
was
many.
done for the first row?
Yeah, I did this. Remove rows, remove error. Right? I can also remove top one row, but simply removing error also works. Remove top one row, bottom row, alternate rows, remove duplicate things, remove blank rows, missing data is there, you remove it. So this is all kind of a cleaning. You see the data, observe it, what you want to remove, what you want to keep, what is not making sense to you, you clean it. That decision you take. Then
So
so
what was
I,
the selection for remove error?
yeah, so remove error and then remove error. The first data was there, so I'll just undo it. Okay. So here can you see the first column is again telling country and then there was some population something written. Already column header is there. This data is garbage value. Can you see this first row? It makes no
Okay, so
sense.
so it was converted to number data type first, then there was an error, and then we were able to remove errors.
Yes, yes, yes. Even if I don't do it, uh, even before conversion also I can remove it by removing top one row. So it will ask me which how many number of rows I want to remove. One.
Yes, sir.
First one will go. Because that was not making any sense, right? Country is already written here. Again, country is being written. Country is not a type of a country, right? In fact, this world also I should remove, yeah, because I don't want complete data. Correct. The second column is also, this one also makes no sense to me because this is complete world database, world population, complete population. This also I don't want. I only want country and its data. Correct. So two columns I should remove. So I removed it. So I have close to 241 data set here, right? 241. This is done. Now I have my sales data. Now I have my country data. Correct. Now in an ideal scenario, in actual companies, you need to import many other data. A lot of data you need to import, right? We'll see that also. Case studies also we'll see. Actual case studies, industry case studies, using which we save multi-million dollars. Right, those exact case studies also we'll share and we'll discuss. Okay, that will come gradually. Let's go one by one. Okay, first collecting data from various different sources, what we are seeing today. Then there would be a lot of formulas, functions, mathematical functions, statistical functions, uh, data manipulation based functions. Some of them are very easy, some of them are little difficult, some of them you have never seen it. And it's not about formulas and functions, it's about how you use these formulas and functions in order to make multi-million dollar business predictions and analysis. That's the catch. The formulas are easy, but using that formula, what magic we are doing, that is something you need to know. Right? People will not hire you because you know the formula. People will hire you because using the formula, you are saving my organization multi-million dollars. Right? Because of that, my economy is growing. Because of that, you have changed some policies, you are doing some decision making, or you are helping us into making decision. A lot of different things. Done. Everybody done. I'll wait for you guys. I'll wait for you in case you are lacking behind, and you can share your screen and you can ask me doubt any time in this session. There is absolutely no hurry whatsoever. Do the hands on. Do the hands on with me. Practice it along with me. Then only it will make sense. Right? You cannot become wiser by observing wise people. Yeah, only if you practice what wise people do, then only you will become wiser. Yeah. Okay. Done? Just let me know, guys, if you're done. I need some feedback, please.
Understood, sir.
Understood? Okay. All right. So, do you guys need some break, or shall we continue?
Break, sir.
Let's take. I will take a break. Okay, we'll take. Okay. So, 5 6 minutes of break we'll take. The moment break is over, I will come up online and we'll start with this journey. Okay. Today we'll perform a very simple thing, and don't worry, we will come with series of such trading sessions, and I'll show you actually how big companies are using these tools in an actual real life scenario. If you are able to understand 20% of these sessions also, yes, just 20% of these sessions, and you are able to practice it along with me, and then there are some aspects of interviews, etc., you guys can fetch lakhs of rupees job very easily, very easily, right? But then obviously you have to put a lot of efforts. It's not that easy also, and these are basic things. It goes to an advanced level. The problem here is, if I give you a case study to solve, are you able to solve it or not? Yeah, it's not about whether you know the tool, whether you know what is where and what. Using these things, can you solve some problem or not? That is what we need to do. So at the end of the session, I'll give you real life problems, actual problems, and I'll help you guys and I'll mentor you to solve those problems also. These problems, these training sessions, you can put it into your resume. Then maybe at the end of the session, I'll also tell you, how to use these things to get a good job also. So for stats, maths, economic people, it's a good move. Okay, 5 minutes of break. Don't leave this session. You might find it to join back again. It could happens many of the time. We'll start and we'll see how we can connect these data sources and then do prediction and analysis all together. Okay, not just this, there are many other data sets, right? Chalo, thank you so much, guys. 5 minutes of break.
This conference will now be recorded.
All right, so I grabbed up another data set and I did a cleaning on this data set, right? And this is my data set that is ready. Okay, this is from an Excel, this is from a website. Now, can I connect to some other data sets like this? Yes, I can. Okay, I can. So I'll connect to, say, a text file. Okay. Now my data could also be presented in some kind of a dump. Okay, normal text file data can be also be possible. I'll show you one data set that I have here. This is one data set that I have, right? Year, month. Now this is different types of ice creams, salesman, and which reason it has been sold. Okay, with the revenue, etc. This is another data set that I have, but this is into a simple normal text file. Okay, normal text file. So can I put this simple text data into my Excel? Yes, same step. New source, file, text. Data is text. Click on it. Yeah, click on it. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna navigate to this data. Yeah, so this data is somewhere here. Okay, I'll share this data with you also. Okay, I'll share this data with you also. And this data is going to go there in your support group in 5 4 3 2 1 1. So that same data that I'm using, it's there in your chat group also, so you can pick it up from there. Click on import. So from multiple sources I'm grabbing data. Again, same steps. See here, it automatically tried to put data into a nice tabular format. Okay, because it understood that the delimiter or the separator is a tab is multiple spaces. Year, month, type, sales, automatically it understood. If I'm happy with this, I can click on OK, and it will again load that data. See, this data is there, sales data. Again, you will check whether it is into right format or not. Do I want these data or not? So order ID is something that is irrelevant to me. I don't want this, right? Order ID. I can remove it. Okay. This is currency. So I'll convert it into currency. Now the reason it is giving me a problem is because it has dollar sign written over here, right? So it is giving me a problem. So I can remove that also, right? Yeah. How will I remove it? Replace dollar with what? With nothing. Yeah, with nothing. Okay. Click on OK. Click on OK. Can you see the dollar is removed and gone now? Yes, the dollar sign is gone now. Now I can convert it into a currency. Done. Converted into a currency. Right? What did I do? There was a dollar sign that was creating a trouble for me. It was not letting me convert it into a currency because dollar is a symbol. Okay. So what I did was I can replace value. So here, replace value. I can replace anything with anything. So if there is some junk value or there is something like this, a dollar symbol or sign that have come up, which I don't want, I simply replace it. Find value dollar, replace it with nothing. Okay, now there is no more dollar. So I fixed up this data. This is called as data engineering. Okay. Now this is a very simple fix that I have applied. In an actual data set where there is lakhs and crores of data, I need to do a lot of data engineering. Column by column, I need to put it into proper format, see their data types, etc. Done. So can you do this? I'll give you 2 minutes to work on it. Yeah, this is my text data dump. Already shared the data with you. Okay, everything was nice. I don't want order ID because order ID is not something I need because it's irrelevant. Sales is something I want. Okay, now sales was not into currency format. I tried converting into a currency format, but then what happened while I was trying to convert it into currency format? Yeah, it was not allowing me to convert it. Why? Because see, I'm trying to convert it. It gave me an error. Okay, why it gave me an error? Because there was a dollar sign, right? There was a dollar sign. See, cannot convert it to a number because there is a dollar sign that is available. Okay, so what I did was here, yeah, first I converted it back to text. Okay, and then I did a replace value here. I did a replace value and I removed the dollar. How did I remove it? I selected the column, replace value, insert. I type dollar, find dollar, replace it with nothing, and I clicked on OK. See, all dollar gone, all dollar gone. And then I converted this into a currency. Insert. Perfect. Now it is into a correct data type. Okay. Why we are doing it, sir? Why have you done all these things? You should have let it be like that only, no? Because later on, when you are doing analysis, if you're putting any type of formulas for doing analysis and prediction, that formula will not work because computer will not treat it as a currency. It will treat it as a sequence of characters. That is why. So it has a significance at the later stage. Okay. So because it is required at the later stage, we are fixing it right now. Then this data set also imported. Hmm. Similarly, no matter what type of data set is, Excel is always here for you, which will help you to aggregate data from all the sources. Now there are advanced tools like SAP HANA where all the sales data is there. Oracle databases, right? These are our advanced industry tools that people are using it. And these tools have a lot of data and I can import this data. Data can also be on websites, data can also be in PDF format, data can also be in Excel format, data can also be into something like a text format. No matter what type of format of data it is, you can import it just like how I have done it. Done. So what I'm gonna do here is now these 2 to 3 things are done. Okay. This last data set I don't want. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna remove it. Okay, this is not important for me right now. Here we'll go ahead with my previous example of cookie sales and the country data. Correct. Now these two data, if you see, these two data are there, right? 1 and 2. But these two data are in different sheets. You would like to merge it. Correct. Here at the end of this data set, you should be able to see population also. Right? What is the population of Canada? Which is somewhere here. Am I right? Okay, which is somewhere in a different sheet. So for that, what we do here is something called as merge query. Merge query. Again, let me show it to you. Right? Merge query. This option here. Can you spot it? So I'm going to combine these two data sets. Merge query. Okay. Have you clicked on merge query? Yeah, this I want you to perform it along with me. Now here my this cookie data is there. Okay. So I selected my cookie sales data. I clicked on merge query and now I will select on the country. See, my country has become green. Done. My country has become green. See, here this data is missing population, which is important for me in order to do analysis. But the data is available in a different set. So I will combine these two data sets. So first I will select country. Second, merge with what? Merge with my population data. So select the population data. Here merge it with what? Merge it with this country. Did you see what I did? First select cookie data, select country, select the sovereign state and dependency population data. Then here also you select country. Immediately it will ask you, hey, you are connecting to wikipedia.org. Do you have the permission to steal data from here? Yeah, do you have the permission? Is this a reliable source? Do you have the copyright? I'll say, Abe chubbe, chupchap go and get data. ठीक है? I have all the permissions. Save. Okay, so we'll ignore it. It will give you a privacy policy. You are connecting to an external website. I hope you have the permission. I will say, chubbe, I have all the permission. I don't want any permission. ठीक है? Simply connect to the data. Right? So we connect it. Done? Is this done? See, immediately the 700 rows matching is done. Select cookie data, select this, and then the country. If it is done, let me know. I'll go to the next step. Otherwise, few of you might leave behind. Done? Shall I go ahead? Hmm? Yes. Okay. I'll click on OK. I'll click on OK. Immediately when I clicked OK, in my cookie sales data, there is one more new column that have popped up. See, this is my cookie sales data. Earlier, my cookie sales data did not have this column. It has newly come up. Yes, in your PC also you might have this data. Hmm? Now here it says table. If I click on it, it has got country and population, both the things. Yeah, it has country and population, both the things. Correct? Country and population, both the things. See? So do I need country and population, both the things, or I only want population here? It has already matched it. See, this is Canada, right? First row, Canada. Here, can you see? If I click here at the bottom, it says Canada and its population. So, but here, this table had two columns, country and population. So here, both the thing have come up in a table form. Now here, do I want country and population, both the things, or I only want population? Yes, guys. Can I have a quick feedback, please? I only want population, right?
Population.
Yeah, only population. So, is there any way to remove it? Yes. Here, can you see this small button? I hope you are able to see this. There is a small button. Out of all of these table also, there is column. I can choose what I want. So, I only want population. Hmm? I only want population. I don't want country name because country name I already have it. Why I want it again? Click on OK. Insert. See. Can you see this? Just population it is showing. Now my data set is complete. I have my country, I have what product, what unit, what revenue, and what population. I also have the population now. Okay. Similarly, if this was a real scenario, similarly, I would collect many different data sources and connect them all together. Okay. This data is just a reference for me. Now it is of no use because I have connected it to my cookie sales. Okay. Yeah. Here I have connected this data set. Right? Okay. So you can connect multiple data sources. I just showed you 5 to 6 different ways: websites, table capture, Excel sheet, text file. I can also connect it to any data source. So you can choose data source from here. PDF also is one data source that you can always connect to because most of the times websites say you can download it. Now, where do I get data from? As an economic student, you have to do certain study. So
So,
data कहाँ से मिलेगा? Yes.
sir, it automatically grouped the data by country.
It has automatically because in the previous step when we did a merge query, right? So we selected that thing. We selected match this country with this country, right? If we
Is
do
it
not do
possible
that,
to get back the original order?
so it will automatically see this order. Acha, it has filtered and it is done like something like this. Original order you want to do it. That
Yes.
is possible. That is possible. That is possible. Original order also you can possibly get it. So what usually it does is, see, because why that ordering has automatically happened, I'll tell you. Okay? It is doing pattern matching, right? Canada of this sales matching with Canada of this population, correct? So easy way of doing it is shorting the data first. पहला सारा C से जितना भी start हो रहा है compare here with the C. जितना B से start हो रहा है compare here B. So that's the easiest way of sorting the data. So that is why it is automatically grouped and it is automatically sorted. Okay, but there's no problem. Once this data is complete, you can put it into any format or any order you want. That is not a challenge, right? आप इसको किसी भी order में डाल सकते हो. Ascending order, decreasing order, multiple filters you can put it up. That will discuss how to order your data, how to filter your data. That will come up very soon. Okay, original order also you can get it, there is no problem. All right, so this my data set is, one data set is complete and ready. Now you have to understand here is likewise as an analyst. Okay, you could be any type of analyst. Like I told you, data is regardless of field. Data है ना universal हो गया, it is regardless of field. You get into finance, it is required. You get into sales, it is required. You get into marketing, it is required. You get into economics, it is required. You get into mathematics, it is required. You get into stat, it is required. You get into computers, it is required. It's required everywhere. The ISRO से लेकर के simple small banks, everywhere it is required. Small companies also it is required. E-governance, government of India, everywhere it is required as of today, right? So it is compulsory skills for everyone. See, few years back, was it compulsory that everybody should know computers? 10 years, 20 years back, was it compulsory that you should know computer? Correct? Now you should know data. If you don't know how to manipulate data or manipulate data, that means your education is incomplete. Earlier, whatever you do, whatever course you are doing, whatever degree you are doing, additionally you should know computers. Correct? That was the criteria. So now everyone knows computers. Similarly, now industry have changed. Now it says computer to theek hai, data. Do you know how to work with data? Sir, I'm a physics student. You should know how to work with data. Sir, I'm a architect. You should know how to work with data. Sir, I'm a doctor. Are you should know how to work with data. Right? So no matter what field you are, you should know how to work with data. Okay, done. This is my thing done. Okay, I can refresh the view, right? I can again split it if I want it. So there is a lot of way in which I can again change the data set. Okay, when I say transpose, this is my second column. Just you observe. Transpose. Sometimes my data is not in row and column format. Okay, date is like this. So I can reverse it. Right? Reverse rows. Count number of rows. Change data types. Replace value I just showed you. Split the column I just showed you. Right? Changing the format. Uppercase को lowercase करना है. Lowercase को uppercase करना है. These are simple things that can be done. Extract. So there is a data set which has some garbage value. Hmm? So for example, this data we had, right? This data. There's a lot of garbage value here. Okay, I only want say pin code. How do I extract pin code out of this? Just pin code if I want. So that also I can do from here, right? Extract numbers, extract text between comma, extract a range, extract last 6 characters. So that logic, what logic I use here to extract data, that you can decide using your common sense. So if I want only pin code, so I want last six characters, right? So what I'll do here is without using much brain, I'll put here last 6 characters, extract last 6 characters. So I'll get the pin code, right? So this is called as data transformation, changing the data because data is never into a desired format, right? Done. I can do some basic operations also like add, plus, minus, divide. Those also I can do, right? Sum of all the sales, average sales. I can do that. Profit, average profit, right? So here I can do all those operations, right? There are certain statistical things also I can do, but we'll not do it here. We'll do it separately. Okay, there is some missing data, so I can add some column. That also could be possible. ये एक column है ही नहीं. You want to add externally, so that also I can add it from here. Okay, duplicate data I can do. Time and date. Okay, so my friend have asked, sir, date and time के लिए how do we work? So date and time के लिए ना, there is always some special functions that are available. So here, if you can see date, time, duration के लिए, there is a special function that is available, using which, see, the moment I selected date, yeah, so there is a lot of things. For example, age calculate करना है, so it will automatically create a column which will say age. मतलब आज का डेट और ये जो डेट दिया है वो उसको माइनस करके एज पता लगा लेगा अपने आप, राइट? देयर आफ्टर which month it is, which year it is, which quarter it is, first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, which week, which date it is. This is called as date function. So in order to manipulate date, there is always special provisions that are available, right? So that you can manage. Not only date, time also can be manipulated and duration also can be manipulated. Okay. Ideal scenarios I have just discussed. Imagine number of working hours. कितना घंटा काम किया होगा 6 महीने में. काम क्यों किया होगा? If we are doing some kind of project engineering, we are trying to find out how many resources are required to complete the project. That prediction we are doing it today. So this date time manipulation can be done, right? Done. Now when all of these operations are done, transform, right, adding, filtering, and everything is done, what will you do next? Nothing. You will close it and load this data. Okay, you'll close it and load this data. So I'm gonna close it and I'm gonna load it. Right. It will take some time. It will take some time, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, depending upon how Amir and Garib your PC is. Now it is aggregating all the data into your Excel sheet. And mind it, this data set could be a Crow data set and it can connect to X number of external sources. Hmm. Yes. Allow it to connect. Hmm. Till the time anyone having any doubts. Up till now, we have just tried to collect data from various different sources, transform it, manipulate it, split it, aggregate it, and then import it into our Excel sheet. Right? Allow it some time, it will connect and it will give you your data set. Right? One, two, three, all data set will come here. Just quickly repeat the steps for you. Click Excel. That's I just quickly repeat the steps for you guys. This financial sheet data is there. Here I'll put it. Yeah, to key data, load. I'll delete this. Converting this. Things that I don't need, I'll remove it. Then I'll do a merge query. Country, Selecting states, country. Okay, doing here just the population. Done. Load and transform. Done. Here is my complete data set. So I just repeated the whole process. So can you see the country is all set here with the population at the end. Set guys, done. Were you able to get this? So this is a science of manipulating your data. Okay, any doubts? Up till now, any doubts? Now I think I'll move to the second stage of today's session. Any doubts? Anybody who was not able to do it or is stuck somewhere can freely share their screen. I'll help you out as much as possible. So this data set is available now with me. Now I can do a lot of, see this is called as data engineering. Hmm. There are some more things which a data engineer need to do, which we'll see, right? How to programmatically again work on your data and transform it. Any doubts? Anyone who is staying, who is behind, needs some help, can let me know before I proceed with my next part of today's session. No? Hmm. Yes. So do I have your permission to move ahead? Yes. Just let me know, guys, whenever you are ready. Okay. Okay. So yeah, done. Let me know. Let me know. Can I move ahead, please? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. See, now I trained you into getting data from different sources, right? And there are many other sources how you can get the data, transform it, put it into the format, select the column, filter it, change its data type, remove certain values, transform it, and apply different types of operation. Multiple sources you connect and merge them. Okay, merging was the most important part. So I hope you were able to merge the data. While you're merging the data, there has to be something common between those two data. Okay, then you have to remove whichever you want to remove, whichever you want to select. So these operations you should know because that is what you would need to do. Now where I will get data, you will get the data from multiple sources. Okay, one of the beautiful source of data is, uh, do you know guys, there is a Ministry of Statistics? Do you know this? We have an entire Ministry of Statistics. Did you guys knew it? No. Yeah, there's a Ministry of Statistics. Okay, and this Ministry of Statistics have no job other than collecting data. It collects data, and what does it do after collecting the data? It releases this data. Okay, now these. So have you guys seen parliamentary sessions, Lok Sabha sessions, Rajya Sabha sessions? Yes, must have seen sometime in YouTube, correct? So these politicians, they always have this paper in their hand. Yeah, they always have some paper in their hand. Have you seen it? They always have this paper in their hand. A lot of papers are there on their desk also. So those things are nothing but the data that have been collected by these department and submitted to them. Based on that data, they do all kind of debates and discussions. Right? Ultimately, the objective is to form different policies, laws for the betterment of the people. Right? See, you can see a lot of words, data visualization. Yes, this is what also we'll do. All the visualization will perform. Okay, data visualization, state wise, everything. Okay, these things is what we'll see in our session one by one. What is this graph? How this graphs helps us? This is annual GDP estimate and growth rate. So how do you find out growth rate? Whether it is for the country or for an organization. Both ways. Both ways, how do we do it? Right? So this is everything. Rural, urban, etc. So this website will tell you, or which will give you a lot of country related open data freely available. Okay, these are the data which is used by government of India to make policies also. So sir, ये तो फिर मेरे किस काम का, बहुत काम का है, because you want to find out how many people are educated in your state, how many people are studying graduation, how many people are only studied 10th, how many people are employed, how many people have annual salary of 5 lakh rupees per annum. All those data, how many people are farming, all these data, important data is available here, and they are posted. And this data, this is collected, is very scientific and very accurate, let me tell you. Okay, now there is a science behind how they collect the data also. Okay, so their data is also available here, and you can download this data. These data are usually available in PDF formats. Okay, so you know how to collect. Yeah? You know how to collect. See, all these data is there. All these crop systems, statistical, every single data you want is there. So all you need to do here is just click on any one of these data, download it. It must be in PDF format. Most of the time, it is always in PDF format. Okay, Khushi, would you like to share your screen in some time? Yeah, just give me 2 minutes, then you share your screen. I'll help you. Okay. So these data are available here. This data is available here. You can download this data and put it into an Excel sheet and do a lot of research work for your organization. Okay. Financial data also is available. Now stock market data is available. We have financial data also which is available. See, all these data are available here in this sheet. One by one, one by one. If you study this sheet, complete data is available, and this data has been collected very scientifically through various different sources and resources. Okay, they do something called as population sampling, etc. Okay, not only this, there is something called as data.gov.in. Okay, data.gov.in. This portal will also give you data. There is a catalog that they have, right? What data you want, right? Based on ministry, based on department, based on region, every data is available here. And this, they keep it updating, right? So the government is working in a very scientific way. So they have annual reports they have to submit, and in the parliamentary session also they have to tell what impact has been made by such policies. Many of the times policies do not have good impact, so that also comes up in these data sets, right? Okay, so government is working in a very scientific way. So agriculture, crops, fertilizers, seed, every single thing, commerce, companies, import, how many companies are doing import, how many companies are doing export, which is the weakest section in terms of import, which is the good section for export. The complete study, economic study, you can do very easily. Data set is available. All you need to know is what to do with this data. Yeah. There is something called as API. Hmm. Those who are not from computers background, in a very simple way, is API is an interface using which you can connect to these websites directly. So your friend asked, sir, वो update होता है क्या automatically? Yeah, one of your friend asked that question. Correct? I said no. It's वो update नहीं होता. You have to fetch it again by using something called as API. What API does is API establishes a real-time connection with their data set. ये update होता है. Okay. उसके लिए what you need to do is there is some piece of code or some secret unique ID is there. That ID you need to enter into your system. So you will get the live data. वहाँ उन्होंने update किया, you will get it. Called as API. That also is available here. Done. Beautiful, isn't it? Then there are a lot of third-party players also. Those who will put data. There are magazines who will do surveys and they will post data. So there are a lot of survey companies who conduct surveys. So how do I get my competitors' data? There are survey companies, professional survey companies. They conduct surveys, right? So what they do after conducting that survey, they sell that data. You can buy also data. How accurate is this data? Very accurate. So if you want to know, suppose you are working for one particular company and you want to know what is the sales of other company, you can get it, right? You can get it not by illegal ways, by legal ways you can get it. Okay, and then there are few information that is publicly available. So connecting them all together into one common data set, like this, like this. Done. Okay. Kushi, would you like to share your screen so that I can help you? Yeah, feel free to share your screen, guys. If you're stuck somewhere, feel free to share your screen and ask me your doubts and queries. Yeah, if you want, you can share your screen. I'll help you. Okay, click on merge data.
Actually, I figured it out. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wonderful. Now, the merge data is very simple. Select what to merge with what data set. It should be common column. Country should match with country. If there is no country here, then it will not work out. All right. I'm going to share one more data set in your group right now. Hmm. Allow me a second. You got to allow me more than a second actually. Okay. So whatever data I have, I'll share it with you. So don't worry. Okay, just give me a second. I would need 60 seconds more, please. This is a sample data set. See, once you have gone through this training program, at the end of this training program, I'll give you actual, real complicated data set also. The reason why I'm not using very complicated data set right now is because it will create a lot of confusion and you will not be able to grasp the concept as of now. Okay, so another Excel sheet coming up in your chat box. I would request, I would request each one of you to please download it. I hope you have received it. It's there in the chat box. Not the chat box, the WhatsApp support book. There's an Excel sheet like this. Yes, just download it, open it up, and keep it ready. And now I will talk about various different operations that you can perform using Excel. Power BI and Tableau is just a special version of Excel, I would say, and they are very specialized tools. That means they perform certain things exceptionally well. Whereas my Excel, it does everything. It does everything. Things that you can do in Tableau and Power BI, Excel would be able to do, but there are certain aspects which Power BI and Tableau expertise in. And anyway, it is highly recommended. In fact, I believe it is mandatory to understand Excel before you move on to some advanced tools like Power BI, Tableau. Once you know Excel, you understand the entire process, then using advanced tools like Power BI, Tableau, etc. becomes much more easy and meaningful for all of you. See, it's not about you should know how to click buttons. It's about how to use these things to solve actual industry problems. And that you can only do if you know the underlying principle and the process behind it. Otherwise, it would be difficult. So, are you guys ready with this sheet? This sheet is called as Excel Basics. Yes. Once you are ready, just let me know. Okay, you are ready. Okay, I'll take a little bit 15 minutes of extra time today. Is that all right with everyone? Yeah, the session was till 2 o'clock, but we started a little bit late. So is it all right, guys? Can I extend today's session with 15 minutes? Is it okay? Yeah. Thank you so much, Tanushree. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. So we will see more than 100 different formulas, right? Some of them I'll see today, some of them we'll see tomorrow, and then we'll see how this thing goes. Okay. So there is this particular menu option called as formula. Okay. So there are many different formula sets that are available. Okay, if you can see here. So I'll give you a quick overview, and then today we will see some of the formulas and how to use these formulas. And then tomorrow, when we'll catch up, we'll see some more formulas. Okay. So here, number one thing that is very important. Again, we are talking in terms of data engineering. We have not gone to analysis part. We have not gone to business analytics part. That part is still remaining. We are still into engineering, building up the data. So most of the time, data is in text format. Am I right? Data is mostly in text format and some numbers, text and numbers and decimal and currencies. So most of the time is a text data. Now there are many operations that you can do with text, which is required. For example, for a simple example, we just went to Ministry of Health and we exported all the hospital data. Right? This is complete hospital data. I just extracted with the code of the institute, with the complete address, and there were many other profile details which we were not able to fetch it, but it is possible to fetch it, right? Profile details, as in what is the number of dean, their email ID, and a lot of things I can fetch it up, right? So if today I want to connect with all the medical institutes in India, I can do that, or I can do my study based on it. Now here, see, this institute name is a simple text format, but this text has so many things mixed up in it. For example, state is mixed, pin code is mixed, right? Area is mixed. All of these things are mixed here. There is no way of me finding out how many colleges are there in Gujarat, right? It is all mixed. I need that data separately somewhere, right? So this is a text which I need to work on. So likewise, there are many different text operations that we'll need to do. That is done using this text-based formats. Okay, just to give you an idea, clean code, concatenate is joining. Dollar means you add currency to it. Find is to find certain characters. Left is to split the character from left hand side. Alien is length, total number of characters. Lowercase, right? Number values, convert it into number. Whatever thing is there, you convert it into number. Proper cases, capital sentences, first letter capital, all small. Replace, find something and replace it. Likewise and likewise, there are these number of types of functions that can help you manipulate a data set which is a text format. We'll see these things, don't worry. I'll just giving you an overview right now. Okay, done. Many other things are there. Many other things are there. Joining two text, splitting two text. Okay, so I need this as a data engineer first. Second thing after this is, I would also require some logical things. Logical is add this and this, right? For example, the person should be able to open up a bank account only if he's 18 and above, right? So somewhere his date of birth should be there. So I will put some conditions that his account should only open if he qualifies some criteria. So all those things, that he should be a male and should be 18-year old. Okay. Or or if his income is more than 5 lakh rupees, then only he will be taxable. So all these logical conditions, I can put it up using these things. Okay. Similarly, date functions. Your friend have asked. There is a lot of date manipulation functions. There is a lot of search and find type of a function. This is very important. As of today, industry 90% of the industry is using this, right? X lookup, V lookup, matching patterns, a lot of things. Okay. See, you have your data set ready. Which salesperson is doing good performance? How will you find out? Using this lookup and reference functions. So this also we'll see in detail. There are certain mathematical and trigonometrical functions that are available. So for economic people, it might not be required, but but there are certain financial functions which are very important. For example, for example, return on investment. How do you find out? Future value. How do we find out? Right? Cumulative principles. How do we find out? Non-performing assets. How do we find out? There are many financial things which you are studied in your economics can be found out or calculated using these financial formulas, right? Stock history, many things. So you need to know how to use these things, right? This is your year of study, uh, years of study that you have done is converted into simple formulas. All you need to know is how to use it. Okay, so your entire finance and accounting and everything is here, right, in my fingertips, and I can use it to solve big problems, financial problems, economical problems. I can use it and solve it for my organization, right? Then there are some statistical formulas also, right? This is for all my stat students who are here. Okay, so forecasting, prediction, skewness, curtiness, right? Mean, median, mode, max, standard deviation, covariance, correlation, confidence. These are the foundation of data science, right? Which I'm pretty sure you are learning theoretically. Okay, so we will see how to use these formulas in order to actually implement it. Okay, all right, and then there are some more other things which we'll see one by one. So there are some basic operations that you can do. Add, add, subtract. Correct? There are some basic operations that might be required. How do we do it? There are two ways of doing things. Number one is you type formula, right? You type the formula. So suppose you want to add these 4 to 5 things. So how do we do it? You add the formulas manually. Okay, this is very basic, guys. Those who know, wonderful. Those who don't know, just have a look. So I'll select where I want the result. Now here, this is called as my formula bar. I'll do is equal to, I'll do is equals to, and select which all values I want to add. I want to add this, then here I will do plus, then I want to add this. So D5 is D column fifth row, right? And then I want to add this. This is a simple way of adding certain values, right? It will add me and give me this value. Now this is using your formulas. There are inbuilt functions in an Excel sheet which will automatically do a lot of operations and calculations for you. For example, for sum, there is a sum formula. Just write is equal to and type sum, right? Comma, put up a bracket, select the entire range from G4 to G7. Yes, close the bracket and it will add things for you. So there are two ways of doing it. And in certain cases, there is direct shortcut buttons also. In certain cases, not in all the cases. For operations which we need to do again and again, Excel has put up some shortcut for it. For sum, there is an auto sum here. What you need to do is select all the values and select one extra value, right? And then here, auto sum. Click on auto sum. three ways of adding anything, right? Now, what if I want to add something, but there is some condition that I want to apply? Conditional adding something. So for most of the formula, there is something called as if condition. If condition. Now this is my conditional statement. So what I'm going to do here is sum if. Can you see sum if? Yeah, sum if. Write down sum if. Now select the range that you want to add. Right? Select the range that you want to add. Now here you can add a criteria, comma criteria. So here it is already suggesting you what is the criteria that you want to add. So only add numbers that is above 50. That is the condition that you are putting. So put quotes and write down more than 50, right? More than 50, right? More than 50. So only those things, those values which are more than 50, it is adding. Let me just zoom in a bit. So can you see how many values are more than 50? Just one. So it has only given you 100 as a result. So sum if, use this thing when you want to add some criteria or condition. Now condition or criteria could be anything. You can add any condition or any criteria, right? His age should be more than 18 years, right? Those conditions you can add it here. Very easy. Done. So this is with condition and without condition. Sum if 1, 2, 3. All right. Similarly, you can subtract two things, right? Using simple minus sign. You can multiply two things by using multiplication. You can divide two things by using slash, right? By using slash. By using slash in the formula. Multiply, divide, add. Simple operations. Very simple operations. Okay. This Excel sheet that I have shared with you has got all the instruction already typed on your left hand side. So after this session also, if you want to practice, just look at this instruction and practice it here. I have made it so easy for you. Okay, done. Shall I move ahead? Can I go next? Yeah, go to the next column. Yeah, go to the next sheet. Call as fill. Yes, call as fill. Okay. So what happens in fill is, this is AI enabled feature. Okay, this is AI enabled feature. Many of the times you applied some formula here. Okay, suppose I'll give you a simple example. Here you have applied a formula saying, okay, calculate sum of these two things. Okay, these two things. So here this formula has been applied. Now you want to repeat this formula to everyone, all the rows that follows up. So what you need to do here is select this where you have applied the formula. At the bottom corner there is a small rectangle, right? Click on it and just drag it. The same formula will be applied to all the rows one by one. This is called as fill in an Excel, right? Wonderful and easy thing to do. You put one formula at one place, now you want to repeat that formula everywhere. So you can do it. Done. Hmm? Simple and easy. This is very basic, guys. So those who are been using Excel sheet or have an idea about Excel sheet, they'll find it very funny. Okay, they'll find it very easy. Okay, but then it is something you should know. Can I go next? Can I go next? Yeah. Here there is something called as autofill also, which I want you to explore. Uh, Next is split. Next is split. Like I said, sometimes your data would be combination or a dump of a data. In that case, you should know how to remove the data. For example, here if you can see, there is first name, last name, and company name. All things are merged together. Am I right? So, is there any way of splitting it up? Yes, there are many ways of splitting it up. One of the easiest way of splitting it up, and this is very important, guys. This particular thing that I will be showing you right now, industry may people have no idea, and this is what is very important. Well, most of the time, data is something which is very fuzzy. It is all mixed up. So what you need to do here is go to data. Yeah, there's something called as text to column. Yes, can you see this text to column? Right? Click here on text to column. But before that, select the data. Select the data. Click on text to column. Okay. Now again, it is asking you: is there any kind of a separator logic behind how should I split the data? So you said yes. There is a comma. It could be a fixed width also. There is a comma. Right. Okay. If you want to change the delimiter or a separator, you can change it also. But here, it is comma. So I'll select comma. It is also giving me a quick preview. So Nancy Smith and the company name, first name, last name, and this. So depending upon what is your separator, you can split it. This you have to choose, or automatically Excel will tell you the suggestion, right? Then you click on next and click on next. Now it is asking you what is the data type. It is a general data type or a text data type or a date, right? What type of a data it is. So this also you can specify. So I'll go with general. All right. Now it is asking me where do you want to post it. So I'll say you post it here, right? So I'll change it location, right? I will change it location, destination. After splitting it up, where you want to put it. So sir, I want to put it here. Finish. Can you see my data split up like this? Yes. Interesting, right? Again here, this is my data set from Ministry of Health. Can I do something like this here also? So firstly, let me do a word wrap, and then just let me reduce the width. Let me get rid of these two things which is not required. So see, how do we use it? Yeah, word wrap. This is my data. Okay, data text to column here, delimiter, delimiter, comma, comma. Done. The splitting is done. Next. Hmm. What is my designation? Not this. My designation should be from the next one. Finish. See, can you see? College name separated, road separated, city separated, state separated, pin code separated. Can you see this, guys? Yes. Hmm? Yes. Can you see this? I can right now write down here um, hospital name, yeah, state, pin encode. Yeah, I can do this. So I can do this for all the data set that I have. Yes, I'll simply select this complete data set and perform the same magic. See, all that, right? And now I can add, filter, and do a lot of operations. So this is how important this particular thing is. All right. Now I can again just drag and drop, or I can do a simple autofill also for the same thing. Right. So I have now you can perform these operations. Okay. Now this is using this inbuilt functionality called as text to call. Now, how do I split my text? This is the last topic for the day, guys. Rest of the things we'll do it later on. Okay. So how do I split it up? I'm gonna give you some task for the day. Okay. One simple assignment. So imagine, so imagine this is my email ID. Okay. All right. This is my email ID. It has got my first name, last name, and at the rate Gmail. Correct. So now from the email ID, I want to extract your first name and last name. Right. So how will I do it? That is a challenge. So what I'll do here is there is a lot of text manipulation formulas. So here I have something called as left. Left. What left does is it splits up left, select the text. So this is the text. So how many characters it will ask you? How many characters from left do you want to split? So here I would say 4 characters. AJIT. 4 characters I want to split. So my first name is there. Okay. Now imagine this is Jivika's email ID. Okay. Right. Imagine. If I do and fill, that means I'm repeating the same formula to Jivika's email ID. Did I receive Jivika's name properly? No, right? I did not. So this particular formula called as left, that means splitting up any kind of a text, is not working for everyone. It is very specific to just my name. So if I have 10,000 names, I have to write down 10,000 formulas, which makes no sense. So I want a formula which is universal. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I want to tell my Excel, my dear Excel, do a left split. Left means split from the left. And it takes two values. Number one is what do you want to split and how much do you want to split. Okay. So it said don't split fixed characters. Find wherever the dot is, and from that dot you split it. So how will we do it? So there is another formula called as find. Instead of writing 4, I'm gonna write down find. Find within, so it will already giving you suggestions. Find within, find what? Find within, first tell me which text. So within this, within C25. No, first I have to give what to find. So I want to find dot, right? So I have to write dot. But this dot should be written in quotes. Okay, it has to be written in quotes. So find dot where? In this C25. In this C25. So what find does is it will find the dot in C25 And then what it is going to return? It is going to return its position. It is going to return its position. Find, and then after finding it, what it will do? Right? It will give its position. So dot is in which position? If you see dot, it is in fifth position, right? A, J, I, T, and then dot. Correct? Yes. So what will happen here is do a left split from this particular value, and instead of find this here 5 will come. So can you see Ajit dot has come because this find dot. So what it will do is it will scan this value and find out the dot and give its position. It is at fifth position. So there is a big problem right here. Can you see the problem? Problem is it is also including the dot. How will I get rid of that problem? I'll simply write down -1 here. Find the dot, and before the dot, that means -1, split it. Now it is giving me Ajit. So see, I'm using two formulas together, right? Now I will repeat this formula on Jivika's email ID. Let's see if it works. Can you see it work? If I say Khushi, right? If I just autofill it, so this is drag drop, same formula will be applied. See, can you see first name? So was I able to successfully extract everybody's first name by using left split and find? And there was some logical problem that was -1 that I had to fix it. Right? Is this clear, guys? How to split from the left hand side? Is just let me know. Yeah, done. Okay. Similarly, we can split things from right hand side also. Okay, we can split things from right hand side also using the right formula. So what I'm gonna do here is consider this as an assignment for each one of you. Okay, this is few email ID. This is my first name. Okay, okay. There is a formula called as right. Okay, from right hand side it will split things. So can you by formula give me my surname also here? That is the assignment for you. All right, that is the assignment clear. I did a left split, you do a right split, or maybe left and right both split. From my email ID, extract just my surname. Done. Yeah, that's the challenge. Sir, why are we learning all these things? Where it will be useful? Alright, it will be very useful for you in a real life scenario in the industry. Because in industry, they'll give you a lot of dump of data which you will collect from somewhere. Surname, first name, lot of data would be there. You have to extract and separate them first and put it into a nice format. Apply a lot of different functions and formulas. Then only you will be able to take any decision. Okay, that you will have to take care of. Right? Is the assignment clear, guys? Simple assignment might take you 10-15 minutes, right? But it is a very interesting thing. You'll face a lot of challenges. Okay, done. Any doubts? Clear? Okay. So, yeah, these are certain things. I'll give you a basic thing that I was doing with one of a very big company. I'll not tell you the name of the company, right? So this company had various different departments. This is an actual project that I'm working on right now, right? So HR department, how to screen resumes, right? We are using these tools. On demand trainings, candidate sourcing, skill assessment, predictive analytics. This is for HR department, right? Time saving, cost saving, improved efficiency, enhanced employee experience. We are using this, right? Similarly, HR department, right? How sales force process, sales department, how they are using these tools. This is an actual case study. Recommendation system, risk assessment, dynamic pricing. So all of these things, and there are many more things, right, are done using these simple formulas and functions, which we'll see one by one very soon in the following up session. Till then, thank you so much, everybody. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Otherwise, we will end today's session. So, how did you find out today's session? Was it enjoyable? Did you enjoy today's session? Yeah.
So,
Yes.
so you were going to tell us how are we supposed to download the newest version of Excel?
Okay. So what I'm gonna do here is, because we have already exceeded our time limit, we have our support group, right? So in the support group, I will post the instructions and with the file that you need to download it. Okay, it is going to be very easy. All right.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Yeah, it's gonna be very easy. I'll post it there itself, right? And yeah, done. So we'll catch up again very soon. Maybe possibly we'll catch up tomorrow also. Stay connected in the group. We might require some adjustment of the timing, etc. Whatever it is, I'll post it across. Okay. My simple request is, guys, whatever time it is, right, you come. Okay. Session, if it is starting little late or it is getting extended, you spend that time. It is for your own betterment, right? You learn unimaginable things which I can tell you cannot learn with money also. You'll put a lot of time. Definitely, these things are not available freely on YouTube and internet because nobody has this much of time to come from industry and post videos on YouTube and all. Okay, people who are on YouTube and all posting videos are usually Vela people who has no work and they are trying to make some money out of posting interesting contents. Okay, it's more of curiosity kind of based videos. Okay, people who are working, see, no CEO is there on YouTube giving you gyan. Am I right? And no senior data scientists have time to come on YouTube and tell you how things works in the actual industry. That is why these sessions are highly valuable and very interesting. That judgment you should make. These things is very important. Today was just a beginner. We barely touched up 10% of the things. But I promise you, when we catch up next, we will discuss more and more things, more than 100 different formulas and functions, and many, many case studies coming up. Not only these 2 days of training programs, but we also have a lot of follow up programs that will be conducted very soon, because I'm pretty sure in some time your exam would be over. We are planning something very big for each one of you, and it is free of cost, right? So that's something amazing for each one of you. Thank you so much, guys. It was wonderful interacting with each one of you. I'll catch up again tomorrow. The time and duration will be posted on a group. Please stay connected with the group. Encourage your friend also to join these sessions and take benefit of this knowledge sharing session that we are doing. Today, I have not given you any assignment, just a simple one. But later on, I'll give you a lot of assignment and a lot of data set so that you can practice and build up a good career. Thank you so much, guys. Bye bye. Take care. Thank you, guys. Bye bye.